Let's take a look at who's in the race to the CME Globe, and here are the current standings with only a couple of weeks left. On tour, Celine Boutier has had a heck of a year and she's got a big lead in that over Lydia Ko, but there's a lot of heavy firepower in that top 10 chasing her. And we're going to time now for a Golf Today roundtable. We're going to welcome in Beth Ann Nichols from Golf Week magazine and our own Paige McKenzie. And Beth Ann, I want to start with you. Of all of the storylines that we've seen this year, as we come to the end of the season, there are a lot of positive storylines. There's always one surprise where you thought some player was really going to be on the list of Player of the Year, major winner, who suddenly seemed to fall flat. And I look at the list and I see Lydia Ko. And is she on your radar at all as what's going on with Lydia this season?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say it's been a shocking year for Lydia, and to hear her talk just several months ago about the amount of self-inflicted pressure that she felt this year, wanting to follow up such a memorable 2022 season where she swept the postseason's awards. Of course, she got married. It was the comeback year for Lydia Ko, and then to have a great start to the year and then just basically lay an egg for a very long time. She went like 8 months without a top 10 and was struggling with her short game and just wasn't sharp at all. And we've seen her turn it around a little bit here in Asia, where she shockingly again played on sponsor exemptions. But she's currently 101 on the CME points list, which means that technically speaking, the top 100 keep their full card. But, because Lydia won in 2022, she can play off of category 4 as a past winners category for the past 2 years. And we'll get plenty of starts next year. But, really raises the questions of how much longer are we going to see Lydia compete? I know that competing in Paris in the Olympics remains a big goal of hers. And, I think you always want to end on a high note, right? So we can only hope that we'll see that for Lydia, if indeed we are nearing the end of her career.
This is by far I think, most surprising player between 2022 and 23 season. And you explained it, Beth Ann. A lot of it had to do actually with ball striking this year. Never been a strong driver off the tee statistically, but to see what happened with her iron play this season, she only hit 65% of the greens in regulation so far this season. That is the first time in her career that she's ever been below 67%. Only one other time has she been ranked outside the top 40 on the LPGA Tour, and this season ranks 114th in greens and regulation. So when you want to dial into what has been different, that's been a big part of why we've seen the decline in the level of play from Lydia Ko. And more importantly, it wasn't just last year. It felt like since COVID, there was such a base and trajectory that she was creating. And I think that's why this was the big surprise. It wasn't that there was this great one-year comeback last season. It took 2 years for her to kind of climb her way back into this level of play that we got a chance to see last season. And I think that's where the fall off this season is that much more surprising.
Yeah, twice as many missed cuts as top 10s, 4-2. Now, Beth Ann, Annika Sorenstam didn't miss many cuts, height of her power. She now has her name attached to this event at the Pelican. What's the significance of that?
I think it's really important for the LPGA. When I think about the last couple years and how many giants in the game that we've lost, all the founders are gone now. Of course, Kathy Whitworth recently, Betsy Rawls, and Annika's in her early 50s. And I love that she is in this position. She obviously has tournaments all over the world at all levels, from junior golf to college golf. But for her to have her own event on the LPGA, it feels really big here. The purse is big. Players like the golf course. It's a great field. I think it's important not only for players to get to see Annika, throughout the week, because she's going to be very hands-on in everything. But I just think in general for the tour to celebrate the history, and you hope that this is something that carries on for decades to come, because we've seen a lot of LPGA legends have events over the years that have petered out, and you would hope that for Annika that she would have a lasting one.
And setting an incredible example for the younger players. I think when you look at the PGA Tour, over the course of their history, they've had those role models that have stayed engaged through tournaments, that have taught and shown how to be the best professional golfer. And it's more than just how you hit golf balls. It's how you treat people, and it's how you give back to the game and give that kind of growth for the next generation. And on the women's side, we've had the Founders Cup, and obviously the Founders were such an incredible part of that event over the last 15 years. But to have somebody like Annika continue to be involved, I think it sets an incredible tone for those players, that it's not just about the time inside the ropes. It's not just about the time when you're on the LPGA Tour. You can have an impact in this game for an entire lifetime. And I think that's a lasting legacy that Annika will always have.
Speaking of impacts, Paige, I wanted to ask you about, take you back a couple of weeks when Lexi played the Shriners in Las Vegas. A remarkable performance that just seemed to captivate the golf world for days. And she'd been coming out of such a kind of a dark place with her game earlier this year. She seems to have turned the results around. Do you think that's going to propel Lexi into a more positive place with her own game, a more positive mind space with the game?
I would expect so, and I think that particular tournament, more than anything, I learned a lot about Lexi Thompson. I think one of the things that is incredibly difficult to watch is when a player puts themselves in a position and then doesn't fulfill. And Lexi's been in that before, whether it's a short miss putt at the end, whether it's a major championship that she didn't capture. And this was an opportunity for her to be in an incredibly uncomfortable situation. All those situations before, she played her way into uncomfortable. This was a choice. And to see the way that she performed, it was incredibly admirable. I thought she held herself with great poise. She played good golf, especially on that second round. I was glued to the TV, as was so many other people, or the first round, excuse me, glued to the TV to see how she was going to do. And to see what that may do for her, to be able to put herself in that position. I don't know very many players under the scrutiny that she's had in her career that would go into a situation like that where you got potentially even more scrutiny. So I certainly hope that the trend of her golf will continue, but also that her confidence level will continue with the level of play that she did in that spotlight.
Paige, I completely agree. And when I look at all the praise that she received inside the ropes from her fellow play competitors as well, who are impressed with what they saw, I think that Lexi has to come into this week, even though there's a little bit of scar tissue here at Pelican. She's come so close. She's finished runner-up the past 2 years. But it's such a familiar place where, she plays well. And I look at the fact that she was able to hit driver so much in the desert, that she was T13 through 2 rounds in driving accuracy. She averaged just over 300 yards off the tee in Vegas. And I think that confidence with the driver can really carry over here at Pelican, where she has an advantage with her length.
Beth Ann, how about another American star, Nelly Korda, who's won the last couple of Pelicans? I was watching a video of her putting. Gone is left hand low. Now she's conventional. She's got a mallet putter now. What else is going on with that part of her game?
Well, it's just interesting to hear her listen to the fact that she felt like she'd go onto a practice putting green and feel like she was kind of flying blind. She didn't really have a plan to know what her tendencies are, and then a drill that she could do to work on that tendency. And now that she's hired a putting coach in Eric Dietrich, she feels like she's more organized in how she goes about with her putting. And she says, it's not that I was putting bad. She's about 46, I think, in strokes gained putting on tour. So, but she said she felt like this was an area where she could really dial in and improve. And so, you love that to see that mentality from Nelly. And anytime a player feels like they're making progress towards something and they have really something tangible to work toward, which she definitely is feeling that way, you feel like good results, good things are coming.
Well, it is interesting. After I read your article on this, I went and looked at the statistics to see where the fall off was in the putting. It was actually really difficult to find any fall off whatsoever. And I know she's complained about certain aspects of her putting over the course of the season. I specifically remember, I think it was the Women's British, where she was down on the way that she'd been putting. But so much of it statistically had not changed. But I think that gives you some insight into the incremental improvement that every athlete is trying to achieve, even when you don't notice a fall off. But then also, I think you have a great point there, Beth Ann. When an athlete has a roadmap, when they have clear and definitive things to work on, that gives you a lot of confidence knowing that you can make progress. This is a sport that you can work and work and work and never see the result of it. But if you know exactly how to work, you can take that away. You can take away from that a lot of confidence in the process that you're on.
Beth Ann, while we have a moment, I was settling in for the Nelly Korda, Jin Ko rivalry over the next decade. We have some new names here for Player of the Year. Is this a good thing or bad thing for the LPGA?
Well, you know, I like the fact that, you know, you have a lot of fresh blood and young talent, but ultimately I gravitate toward dominance. I really feel like that's what breaks through into other sports, into mainstream sports, where people really feel like they have a storyline that they can, and a face that they can latch onto. And I think that's why I got so excited about Rose Zhang, because I can tell you on the ground at KPMG at Baltusrol, I felt this energy that I hadn't felt in a long time out on this tour. And so that's why I was so all in on Rose Zhang. But, you know, obviously Celine Boutier's had a fantastic year. Lydia Ko, you know, winning 2 majors, Serena Yen, you know, breakout year for her. But at the same time, you know, when we're here at the Annika and we think about how Annika dominated and what that translated to in the sports world, and we think about Lorena, and I miss that. I would love to see players really follow up a good, you know, an excellent year with another excellent year. And it just feels like we haven't had that sustained excellence out here.
I don't disagree. I'm just going to give you one silver lining to the season that has been so far on the LPGA Tour. There's been 5 different #1 in the worlds. It's been from all over the world. And I think that is important to the LPGA brand. You've got people in France that are cheering now for Celine Boutier. You've got Roning Yin creating probably a whole host of young players in China that are going to want to grow up and be like her. There's and Jin Ko, Nelly Korda, Lydia Ko, whoever the player is that's hot, you're creating these new upswells of potential talent. And in this case, it's been from all over the world. So that's the silver lining to the lack of dominance, is you might actually be creating a wider breadth across the world.
Paige McKenzie thinking global. Great point. I like the silver lining. Great insight from Paige and Beth Ann this critical time of the year on the LPGA. Let's take a look at the Rolex Rookie of the Year standings. You talked a little about Player of the Year. How about Rookie of the Year? 2 players have a mathematical chance to win. Kim would need to win the last 2 events to overtake you. Lots still to play for here in November on the LPGA Tour.